All right, this is my first time running a meeting, so bear with me with the formalities, but I call this meeting to order on this January 2026. And I have a motion to approve the minutes of December 10th, 2025, our regular meeting minutes. Everybody had a chance to look at them. Any amendments, anything that wasn't included?
I did have if I may, under correspondence. You'd like the person who gave the correspondence would like her name taken out of there and make that Sand Bar Grill Inc.
Is that how he has from his?
I believe it did. I believe it did, but it's just as one her name of the minutes. That's all. That'll. Okay.
But the letter was Jamie LaMarche, so the minutes are correct. I mean,
Like,
it's
she'd like
That's
to
not
reflect-
disputing it, she doesn't,
She
don't
just like
get
to reflect
omitted
it,
from
her
minutes.
name omitted, that's all. And just make it Sandbar Inc.
Okay, I'll do that.
I make a motion to approve the minutes on.
Someone's got to make a motion.
Someone.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes with that addition. Edit.
There's a second.
Second.
All right,
Wait, all those in favor?
all those in favor?
I.
Aye. Opposed? Opposed?
Abstentions?
Abstentions?
Nancy, hear us?
Extensions,
Can
Nancy?
you hear us?
Oh, I'm an I. I'm an I. Yes, you're good.
All right, so meeting minutes, from
Done.
December 10th are approved with the change in Sandbar for the correspondence. All right. Recognition of guests, we have,
There's one person online, if they'd like to say something, they need to raise their hand. No, they're not guests, they're just a member of the public, sorry.
Okay. Any correspondence?
In your packet, you'll see a correspondence from a resident of the Great Hammock area. As you all read.
And it's pretty shocking. We are all under the impression,
Yeah,
but nonetheless, I think it's good to know that he's just
What
one
you-
voice and this is in the news and that we have done our due diligence as a commission and responded. Every time he's asked for a response, so
well, have we responded? 'Cause we don't know,
Susan didn't, Susan, and she did, yeah, she said,
but there was supposed to be a follow-up. I think.
well, today she had told us she, so I'll go with that. Trust her, she's quite good about that, but you're right. Do we respond to her? Donna? I don't think she asked for a response.
She's not
Part of the statement, yeah.
So she just wants it noted that their position, the board of the Great Hammock Beach Association is. Am I reading that she is a member, or she's just saying that well,
No,
that
she's
that-
saying she is a
Yeah.
woman.
The gentleman who wrote to us is not.
I'm good.
he's not on the board. I think everybody in the association is a member, right?
Student Association, they do, as you remember.
Yeah.
I think it's very positive that she's clarifying that this is not their position.
Yeah.
That's good.
If it hasn't come up with the association, I would think the other
Right.
owners.
Yes,
One,
yes.
one a butter
Right.
issue. We don't have to formally,
That's just
Yeah,
into the minutes.
she says we love it.
review the bills. One part. Your lumber on here?
It's probably a bit expensive. Oh, wait, I come in.
Oh, because they haven't invoiced yet.
Some, of them, I think it was last week, so. No questions on the bills?
Precision lock and repairs.
Yep, that was a broken door, the front door, the back door was broken. Fun stuff, the whole mechanism that swings the door open broke,
Yikes.
so they're expensive.
Wow, you know, that use. Yes, they do.
That's, you know, say that was an original part, so.
Oh,
we don't
wow.
have- We don't just.
So you've been on borrowed time for a while.
With the amount of kids and things,
Mhm.
can't get used to, yeah, wow.
You have to approve the bills. Any public comment? Anybody online? Want to raise their hand? Just want to listen. All right, we'll move on to new business, Ferry Road Field discussion.
All right, so you know, we've had a steep grant that's there, we're trying to go out to bid on that project, I met with our. Carl, I met with our. People that have been doing all the projects, and it's gonna go out to bid. By the end of the month here, which is good news, and we'll have the project hopefully start in July. Should be about a 2-month project, 2 to 3 month project, and then we'll lay our sod down and. Field there by the end of the year here, so.
We'll have to wait a season though, right?
If we get the sod down the end of September, early October, we should be good for the spring, the following spring. So, obviously, if it's not like 20 degrees every day from November on, but, you know, we should be good. So that's, encouraging. Good step in the right direction.
A lot of people are waiting for that, anxiously
Yeah.
waiting. I got questions about it.
And also, it's good timing right now because I still can let the spring sports play there this spring. So it's not gonna affect them. There's nothing. You have to do anything pretty on the field or anything like that, so they will be able to use it this spring, which is good, because they've been. Wondering, because they have to schedule their games as well. The original thought was to have it start in May. But we're just not ready to have it start in May, so we can push it off until July, and it'll be good for the growing season and for the fall. We'll have a nice brand new field there, new parking, scoreboards, bathroom. Shed.
What's the cost difference between sod and like artificial turf?
Quite a bit.
Like double, triple?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be quite a bit.
Yeah.
Plus the sod. The sod is forever, technically.
Right, yeah, there's a life expectancy.
Yeah,
to turf.
the other stuff, yeah,
Yeah,
so.
but
But the amount of use that we get there, I wouldn't recommend turf there, just,
too much.
it's, yeah, the high school gets soccer, football. You know, lacrosse, whatever, their practices. Where we're talking 1 or 2, games a weekend, and
Right.
that's just not worth it. Be an interesting thing, but
I just look at the long term, like water, I mean. That's public water we have there.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's also maintenance for the turf field too, as far as. A machine that has to grade out the crumb rubber that's there and all that good stuff too, so.
oh, it's respread it
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
really?
exactly, yeah,
I've never seen that.
yeah.
Okay. All right, move on to Vicky Duffy Pavilion discussion, which we don't really have a lot of
All right, so
information.
in your packet, I gave you a few things. Essentially, the first one is the dates that you need to be aware of in case you didn't see them or don't know. Put on your fridge, all that good stuff, so you know the dates that are gonna be happening here. The second one I handed out was the press release that Carl put on the website today. But as far as any of the documentation that goes along with the whole land swap, I don't have any of that. It's not given to me, so. If and when I get it, you guys will certainly be privy to it and I get to see it and review it, but the only other thing, there will be a sign that has to be posted down in front of the pavilion saying that there's a public hearing on that particular building. That's just the law, so don't be surprised if you see a big white sign out there. It's on, you know.
Oh, like the liquor one?
Yeah, it's similar to that. It is similar to that. It's like a little long sign that.
Familiar with it.
Yeah. You have to figure out where to stick it in the ground down there and then you do yet. it will be up there very shortly, so if you see that. I'm sure you're gonna be getting a lot of questions from the general public as this goes a little bit further here and people see that this is actually out and they've read minutes or they word of mouth or so on and so forth, so. Yeah, so when I get more, I'll let you in on it really, but,
Yeah, so
Address any of Susan's
I
questions
mean-
or they,
we can't, because we don't have documentation of Carl's. I mean, it's kind of a moot point to talk about some of these things when we don't know.
do you agree, Rick?
I agree, I don't know, and plus I don't know any of the answers to these questions anyway,
Yeah.
so,
I mean, we don't have a parking plan because there's no plan for what.
Correct.
I mean, we have a concept plan, but that's probably nowhere near close to what's gonna be finalized.
I can make a suggestion what you want to do with these questions, so you could, as a commission, email them to Carl, as there are some of your
Yeah,
questions you'd like to have
Oh,
answers.
I think we all should come
We
up
should
with
come
a
up with
list.
a whole.
Sure.
I
Carl,
think we can
and
address
a lot of those questions we could probably pull from minutes that we've had from subsequent meetings.
Absolutely.
But we should probably do that as a homework assignment. What we've heard as public, from the public about it, and, then we can email Carl
We have what, 2 weeks till the public meeting?
on, it's February 2nd.
February 2nd, so it's
So
gonna
we
be
need a-
before your next meeting.
Yeah,
So I mean, you can do it one of two ways. You can do it individually as a commission member. Or you can have just, if you have a few. That one person wants to kind of submit those questions, you can.
We can all individually,
I would go individually personally, because when you do get into emailing as a group, it's a different round of it with public.
we've been through that.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
And we can provide a link to the strategic plan that has our general overview of what we want to do with that.
How about this?
Like,
All individually email Carl and copy the rest of them, so we can see.
so you're not repeating questions.
Sure.
repeating.
Potentially.
And I do think it's important to include the strategic plan, everyone, that we have agreed on today. Although that will be.
Where would you want to put that?
And a link, you just remind, just to say because every question I've gotten, every single question is looking for space.
Right.
What does the park and rec commission look for space? And it's a hard thing to answer because Carl showed a picture of what he wanted to do with the space that day.
True.
And he put a design in there that we hadn't even seen as a commission. So, you know what I mean?
Well, he
Like,
showed
he
it.
showed us that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it did not go coincide.
It was nothing to do with our strategic plan, and it was completely.
That
off
was just a
focus.
concept drawing.
Right, and it's a concept, so we got that as a commission, but I think it's important to stick by what we've already gotten so far, and obviously it's interpretive, we're gonna make adjustments, just like we did for a baseball field. All of that, but it gives like an easy answer. That we're gonna manage it as a commission, and this is what we had decided on a strategic plan, and this is a ball.
What I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, it's kind of our decision as a commission, what we're going to do with that space. In
Well,
conjunction with what the board is.
not right now because we don't own the land. Right.
But when we
If
did.
we do, yeah, then you guys will be. Part of it, that's your charge as a
We will have a
commission.
major influence on what's
Correct.
gonna be,
Correct.
okay? Because the board of selectmen meeting that I was at yesterday morning, they're talking about hiring a particular
So,
consultant firm that does specifically designs for parks. One that Carl is enamored with, and so obviously they have some idea of.
and that's okay though. We could do that as a town anyway,
Sure.
regardless, so.
Yeah.
But. That particular firm should know that need to come to us for some ideas.
We are the voice of the public.
Correct. Yeah.
And we're maintaining that part. I
what
mean, that's the.
about the access road?
So yeah, the road, if you go down right now, College Street, take the
Yeah,
left.
we would get the access
Yes,
road if there
yeah,
could
we
be,
would.
that was one of her
Yeah.
questions, right?
Yeah.
So that's part of this property.
Right.
Okay, so let's all do that. Just email Carl individually, some questions that we know how to come up with Sue's. Okay. Any other business regarding programs, facilities, or personnel?
I had just jotted down my New Year's Park and Rec resolutions. Is there any chance we could ever get a fire pit at the exchange fund?
Yeah. It's not,
Where is it?
it's right in front of the sign, there's a round pit right there.
So we could bring firewood and light it up.
Yeah, we used to actually, in the past, we've had pallets there and everything
Yeah.
else.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's always been there.
All right, we were skating last weekend. It's
Good.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's good. All right,
Were you
cool.
there at night with lights on?
No, my guys, we were
Okay.
there like after we were.
Yeah.
How'd the center look? Is the tree ready? There's one beautiful tree.
So-
There, very.
There's two, actually.
I saw the
think
one,
we're
I didn't
supposed to
see
do
the
a lot.
two.
I'm afraid we wouldn't be able to see it from the road,
Yeah.
because they have those big, but I have another idea. Can I share my idea with you? Yeah. What about a light tunnel on the green? Have you seen those? Let me just
Going
show
up to
you.
town hall.
Okay.
So I went to Stonington, we're totally off topic now. I went to Stonington Lobster Trap.
Yeah, that's true.
And we went, me and my husband, and we were trying to think, okay, what do people like about this? Like, what makes it so interactive? What makes people drive into town to see this thing? And it's creative, it's different, and it's very interactive. You can go inside of it, you can look at different kinds of buoys, because they change every year. So they make things called light tunnels, and you can make them as crazy or as uncrazy as you want, but it would be something different. Other towns don't have it, and they're very interactive, like selfies, just an idea for
So
something
it's
different our
temporary,
town
comes
to
up
do.
seasonally.
Yep, and you could make them as elaborate, see my cat, as elaborate or unelaborate as you want to make them. I actually went to a greenhouse on Friday that had one idea, just set up. But just an idea,
Is
something
that
different.
That company that sets it up?
No, you do,
Okay.
but you can literally buy them online if you want.
See, it's,
Here.
putting it, going into the pavilion, because the pavilion also has its lights that change colors.
You could do it anywhere, and I just like the idea that it's interactive.
Because you.
Oh, because it doesn't have.
Or say we got Saybrook Point, you put a next street there too. But I am afraid Exchange Fund, you wouldn't see
Can't see
it.
it from the road.
You
I
don't
looked a
get
bunch of times and could see this one beautiful tree in there every time I drive by.
You can light that.
We could light that one up.
Would you
It's
see it,
stunning.
the big pine
Yes.
trees on the road there?
And but I love that idea,
Right,
in
not
addition
only-
to, or separate, I think that's interactive and fun and appeal to the younger masks and like that with the Starlight Conjunction and like festival style.
Yeah.
I'm still slightly partial to the tree being lit or something that's growing on
It's
that,
not
because
Saybrook.
that space is just so strong when you drive it.
I just always go to the dump and I feel like with those pine trees, it's harder to.
Extra safe.
Sorry.
So, yeah, it's beautiful. Well, maybe we can fit in the middle or whatnot.
Well, we don't dump anything there, we transport it places.
It's actually. down the transfer station.
Yeah. And when you get behind it, it transfers stuff all over.
Yeah.
Don't, just wait, don't pull out line.
Very, very true.
Well, I don't, is that under new business or old business?
That's.
Right, well, we reached to then talking about the.
Then I had one other New Year's Eve thing. Could we get my little son, my youngest, and all his friends go to East Haddam to do it? Could we get a children's golf lesson program?
All depends on the facility being available and an instructor being available.
Right, my husband, we had talked to, because Jonathan, we had talked about it a lot, he was really into it, and then he left, and then I talked to Taryn about it. And we had found, including my husband, one other gentleman who had thought about coaching it, but then when they really thought about it, they got concerned about kids they don't know with golf clubs.
Yeah.
But they have all been going to Hop Yard where they run lessons very inexpensively, and they're great lessons. And they're like pros who are doing this or not, pros working with children. And wouldn't it be great to have, because we have adult golf lessons here, but not a little bit.
Well, he had, years ago when, our two instructors, Sue Carr and Arch Stroud, were doing our golf lessons for us. Sue would take kids in her class.
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
The instructor we have now, I don't know why, or if it was just an adult program, but it's really instructor dependent.
Yeah,
And make sure we have the facility, like, Ben looks really good with us when we work with them at golf lessons and use that facility. But,
Especially off season.
yeah, so,
Cause I've talked to Chapman there. Where it's kind of champion. And,
positive.
yeah, his name's champion, cause I've talked to him about. disc golf stuff there. But he was very amenable on their off-season stuff to do things there.
It
And
would be very popular. for
Oh, yeah.
all families to have.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to be that. The golf course either, this is certainly bring that park if we put that stuff without really grass.
Absolutely, even back here, like.
Yeah,
you know, little guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we'll just have to find an instructor.
and that's, so, do you know anybody specifically?
Not pros. My husband's very good.
I was
at
about to say, Rob.
golf. He does, but he's not comfortable with children he doesn't know with metal golf clubs.
Yeah.
That he's in charge, like, cause we're thinking. like,
Teaching
little
and
guys.
teaching and playing are two different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Especially at
You're
like.
talking about
half time. He does soccer really well.
Decade, a veteran of Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Yes,
The different.
herding cats, herding cats with golf clubs.
Your school attention span.
Little
Maybe we
different.
could get like the old Saybrook High School golf team to like do a thing 3 times a spring.
Well, it's not
You know,
that
it's like-
idea because.
Right, like some sort of like flow and see how that goes. 'Cause they admire kids, kids,
still have a
kids,
golf
you know,
team
that
at
kind
high
of work. They do. I mean, that could be, and they all
community
need
service
capstone
hours.
projects, they all need things like always.
They always
Maybe that's a
want
slight little like
Anything.
touch and feel, cause kid, you
Might be
know,
the idea for a senior project.
right?
The project, yeah.
So maybe reach out to
I'll-
the golf team.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's the time we're planning the summer brochure anyway, so it's the time to do it. So.
Absolutely, and if you guys couldn't find one local, I don't know the gentleman who does it in East Haven, but I know they're trying, Fox Happy Yard's trying to get more members very aggressively, so it might be a good way to pitch it to them, like Saybrook families, so.
We
I've
could
got
plan
a
it, I'm
tracker.
sure.
The Cherry Stones, that's where we started years ago, so
Yeah,
that's what we have.
It just be nice with them.
but Fox Young, I hope you're going private, so.
Well, they're trying to get members,
Yeah.
especially young
That's why
ones
they
with
went
children,
private to- Awesome.
but they have a pool now, and so they're trying to get
Been there.
little people.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Like little people.
I like families.
Okay.
Pick up families.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little kids are.
You wanna watch that show? It's amazing.
Like are trying to get to leave. And
Oh.
Never the same.
All right, keep this going. Old business, all parks review.
Nothing new to report at the parks. We're. It's fairly tough, except for skating on the exchange, which has probably been the longest we've had skating in several years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
And it's being used, so.
It's being used a lot.
Yeah.
Drive by there every time.
Yeah, it's a transfer station.
Good job. Possibility of clearing it.
I talked to our public works director about it and, it wasn't, I know we can't do it, so we'll have to find a way to do it, but.
To clean it out a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
I think we were at least doing that part and see what.
Be a
it
lot
looks like,
easier in
you
the
know?
summer, once we.
You
have
can
a
walk
little-
out
A
there.
little bit of a dry spell to
Okay.
get out there, but
That's to go
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Harvey's Beach discussion.
I don't have anything I thought was should be.
Nothing's going on. Sunsets are still amazing.
Correct.
They're getting better and better every day.
Yeah.
As it keeps on moving over. Strategic plan, parks discussion.
Just a small update from Town Parks, and they have finished their. Last review that they had to do, so they'll be moving forward with the next steps, which will be, hopefully a scope of work. So
So they're putting together the scope of work.
hopefully that's, I believe it's the next step. I have to look back to the whole thing, but I just got it this afternoon that they finished the page.
Jeff.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry,
So
Chair.
we're off as far as our dates then. We
This
talk.
There's no way to start this.
Yeah.
You don't have funding in place for it anyway. You know, sinking fund that we have is not gonna cover the cost of that project. I'd say more realistically, hopefully next spring, if not next fall. Somewhere in that time frame.
For the work to start.
Yeah, if,
To go out to bid.
well, go out to bid, but also get some funding in place. Whether it's grants or whatever, you know. Or some grant, who knows? But we have to figure out. What the. cost might be before we try to figure that out.
Sure.
And
And
that's
we
probably-
haven't 100% decided what we're doing. So we have to determine that from the field perspective.
Yeah, he did vote on it.
Did we vote
Yeah, we
on
voted.
baseball field, the two fields?
You might have missed that.
I missed that meeting.
Yeah,
They
it's
came
already,
back and we voted.
Yep.
And they did
So we're
come
going
up
with-
to address the issue that you
Yep.
and I both discussed at that meeting. They would indeed fit across.
At the same time.
Yep. Yep.
With no overlap, no issue. They were very clear to address that issue.
Safety issue, so.
We went over safety, Ray didn't think there were any from the plan.
I
We
don't-
should be concerned about.
I don't think there's not gonna be two games going at the same time.
That was the
Put it
biggest.
that way. So,
Okay.
no one's gonna schedule two games at the same time.
I mean, I don't think you could fit the parking for that there for 2 games and everything else that's going on there. But
Scheduling wise, it'll work out fine.
trust you, Ray.
What we do.
Kayak rack discussion. I mean, this was something Sue's been talking about, but I feel like it hasn't moved anywhere.
I was just waiting to see. if There was gonna be thinking about that other property in the last meeting.
Because the property sold, so
Yeah.
she said we're not gonna talk about that anymore, so we'll take it on the agenda.
Why haven't we talked about more detail about the North Cove and access from the leaf dump? Founders Park.
That would be nice.
Because she looked at that, I thought.
We did look at that, not the most ideal spot, and it's also when you get to the end of that access road, it gets pretty deep pretty quick. And the rack would have to be all the way down the end, and we don't allow cars down there, so you'd have to drag it. If you wanted to get it down there, whatever, but I personally don't think it's the best spot. There's only 2 parking spots anyway down there, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So
At the front of the gate.
what's across the gate? I, for a town that's on the water, I've always been amazed that we don't have more kayak access.
We
It really
have,
is.
so,
It's just mind boggling that we don't have anything that really fits the bill.
Laura Gray sent me a map that we have in town that shows all the public access we have,
Parking.
but there's no parking.
Exactly.
Any of them.
That's
Any
like
of
And then the
intentional.
neighbors have a bed.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one off of Maple Avenue, but you legit can't.
There's always been one that,
There's
back in the
one
day, we
at
used to park one at Trask.
A lot, I bet there's a
But you
lot
can never
of
park
that.
there.
It's really quite amazing.
Yeah, it's a major concern, I think. I wish we had gotten that property, but, I mean, it seems like that's the only place we could potentially even think about right now. Cause
It is, unless you had some space at the town dock or whatever, so.
It's a harbor management kayak, right? Aren't they giving it to us to put somewhere? So if we don't take it, it's still sitting.
We have it.
Or do we have it?
It's a town, sure.
Maybe, yeah. On the safe entry down by the same point.
no, I
That's a
mean,
real.
in North Cove, you're just in North Cove and you don't wanna go out in the river in there. Especially with the tides, if you're older, once that starts.
And
running
that's
out.
another issue, the river is very dangerous for.
Oh, very dangerous. That tide gets ripped. I mean, it gets ripping. It could take you out, and if you're not strong enough, you're not getting back in, if you're going out the wrong
The
side.
Oyster River is beautiful.
It's the best.
Any talk about Nancy? Wasn't there like other lands?
Behind it, well,
Seven-
there was that property
Like-
that sold, you see that other one that just
With
went
that-
under contract,
the
that's
one
been there
that's sold.
forever.
But it's the perfect, like Oyster River is awesome.
So maybe we could inquire, what's the little house right next to the Oyster River? That gentleman seems to no longer sit outside, watch everybody drive by. You know, like you
Are
used
they
to
rent
ask
boats?
those.
No, she's talking.
No, that guy's funny. That I did think, I go, if he ever sold that property, we should jump on that side.
That's,
Like we should buy.
I know.
Jumbo.
Is that Jumbo? That's his, is he still with us?
Don't know.
I haven't seen him out there.
I
He's on flag.
don't think.
Yeah, he sat there. always, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, that whole spot, West River right there, either side is ideal. It's just a shame. It's just a shame.
It's something I think we all should really, really, really think about recognizing.
Yeah,
How
no.
we can,
We had a kayak committee for, a year or so, and they researched a bunch of different spots.
What's the like, the going further and you're driving and you're heading towards the highway and MJ will be at the end, so everything's on your right, or there's the industrial park, or not industrial, but like businesses or, I just know the fire department, so it takes a road right there that's like, and goes back and does all sorts of training back in there, and I'm wondering if that's
Fire
owned
field?
by, no, it's not that, no, before,
Oh,
by the,
before.
like, there's a road where those, all right, you have the painting company.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Fitzgerald.
before that,
Yeah,
Fitzgerald,
yeah, yeah.
there's a road that goes down,
There's
and there's
some
a,
private road.
on the left, there is like,
There's
you
a
know.
pond back there. We actually,
yes, that's where
we
the
actually looked at
junior
that.
firemen are, my son's a junior fireman. They go back there with the fire truck and train.
we had the opportunity probably 15, 18 years ago to acquire some of that property. It just, there's no parking.
I
There's
feel like
no
that's
parking
right there. Will they bring the big rigs?
No, because it's a road and where we would have gotten the pond and,
Yeah,
and then where it was, there's literally no
nothing.
parking from the road to the pond.
Would it make sense at some point in the future, after the whole Saybrook Point thing, to kind of reassess all of the random
I think
public?
it would be great.
I would love a visual,
Yeah,
at
me
least
too.
of all of it.
There was probably 6 or 7 different properties that were discussed. We can go back to some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or visual.
Thinking.
preserve update.
So one of the questions that Sue asked is about the forest management plan. Carl and Will do not sign the forest management plan. That is signed by the state of Connecticut. And I don't know if it's been officially signed yet. I've heard rumors that it has been. The committee, the CMC committee, which is Carl and Will, who oversee the property, have not set a new meeting date to discuss any of the preserve. So either that means the forest management plan has not been signed, or they just haven't set a meeting yet. So I don't know which is which, but as far as I know, I have not seen official documents saying it's.
Is there a proposal for what the forest management plan is comprised of?
Oh, it's been out for a long time.
Okay.
It got delayed due to some questions from the public that need to be answered. It was supposed to be signed in April. And then it got delayed. And the deputy commissioner has to sign off on it. And as far as I know, he hasn't signed it yet, so. But we can't move forward in the preserve and do anything until the forest management plan is signed off on. That step one, and then once that is signed off on, then we can go to a trails management plan, so. And in order to access some of the state money that they have for the preserve, that needs to be signed. It's an important document. It's
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah. Felt like I gotta read it too.
quite long.
I bet it's
You wanna read it, I'll do it.
just some of 100 pages of that.
On that.
Yeah. Any other business regarding programs, facilities, personnel?
I'll just say, as far as programming goes, we started basketball. In here, we are working on our summer brochure already, it's January. So we'll start working on our concerts, our summer camps, our trips and all that good stuff. And before you know it, it's all gonna be here, so. It goes by fast. We ordered beach passes the other day, for God's sake, so. It's, it'll go by quickly, and I did invite Taryn. I know you guys had asked that if Taryn can make some meetings. I did invite her to the next meeting, so she couldn't make tonight, but she could gladly come in. She went to one.
Looks like Susan had any other new business. Will you ask about a proposal to take away use of a portion of the town green for the K2? I don't know, that's.
This,
At next month's meeting, the director of the Cape will be here to explain project that they would like to move forward with. It's not out to the public as of yet, so I really don't feel comfortable discussing it at this meeting. But you will be invited to the next meeting to give you an overview of the whole project.
Reports, chairman's report.
There's no chairman.
There's no chairman here. Director's report.
Director's Board, just like to say that, at last month's meeting, I said we hired a new person for our teen center. Her name is Casey Costa. She had started, January 5th, and this is her second week, and she's literally said to me today, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did the first week, so she's been doing a great job. As you all know, it's not easy dealing with, 40 kids on a daily basis that all different personalities and energy levels and, things they want to do, and, so far, she's been really great. I'm very happy that she's in here. And it's so far it's working out fantastic. So we'll leave it at that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So
That's right. Liaison report. Thanks for sitting quietly over there.
Well, yeah, I have 2 items. Number one, the environmental fair we have on March 28th. And so that'd be at Bill. That we change the venue. And second, question is, this park and rec. Presentation. Paid or something.
did I sign off on that? Did you have it at the pavilion? Did I sign off that you have it at the pavilion?
Yeah.
No, I did. I don't remember doing
I have
that.
all the approval, yeah. So the question we want to know,
That's what I did.
is part of rec one and, and then you got.
Let me get back to you on that one. I'll see if we can
Yeah,
have a
it's just,
number down
kind
there.
of one, short period. It's a
Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
March 20th.
Okay,
Yeah, just let us know, because we're now getting it.
sure. Yeah. How many vendors do you expect?
Based on last year, we had about 20. So this year we're trying to get a few more, but there's some, most people have just little spots, they just have those. So there should be plenty of room there. I think we figured we can have them.
50?
Well, I mean, there's small tables and stuff.
The capacity is only 65.
No, people, yeah.
No,
No,
I
it's
know.
probably not that.
As far as the little tables go, though, the square tables is only those. And then the rectangles, you might run out of tables with that many.
Well, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Something, and not probably on the high side, we'll probably do on it. But it'd be great if you guys.
Thanks.
That's it.
Thank you. All right, so that's it. So if someone want to make a motion. Adjourn.
Good question. Yeah, good question. There's
Can I
like
ask a question really quick? Can you confirm when you're presenting your budget to the Board of Finance?
January 29th, it's a Thursday,
Yeah.
29th, I think
Yeah.
the day is.
I think it'll probably be.
So last
Yeah.
week, it's 6 o'clock, the last
Okay.
week in January, Thursday, the last
At the
Thursday.
time.
Okay, so last Thursday at 6 o'clock. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'll be there to support you.
You,
That's the Board of Finance meeting.
correct.
There's a land meeting at the end of the month, like the 26th.
A land meeting,
Like, I had.
Yeah, there's a land use meeting at the Cape that I think some of us got invited to about this possible thing happening coming up. Yes.
that's for the.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay, so that's that meeting. Okay, I was invited. All right, good. All right.
Yeah, it's at the Cape on that Monday night,
Monday
Yeah.
night.
Yep. the
We're
26th.
gonna,
Yep.
we're gonna hear from
He's
before
gonna
that.
come to our next meeting.
Yeah, Brett will be at our next meeting, but then I don't know who's been invited, but there's a land use meeting being held at the Cape.
Did we all get invited?
Monday the
Yes.
26th.
I think I saw
I'm
that.
guessing the whole commission was invited. You would have gotten an email about it a while ago.
Junk lab.
Monday, the 26th.
So
Yeah.
we have that one, then this.
That's when?
think the 26th.
January 26th, I believe it starts at 6 p.m. at the Cape.
Months ago, I feel.
Yeah, it was, and I remember thinking I told.
I believe it's before. the holidays.
Yeah, let me look at my calendar. Yeah, it's the 26th at 6 o'clock at the Cape is what's on my calendar.
They're talking about this proposal that they're gonna come next month's meeting, Tom. So we have
But he's gonna
previous-
come, yeah, he's gonna come, I think, probably present something to the commission out of respect, because maybe some of us can't come to that Monday meeting. Right.
He's visiting all the
The land use meeting, I think we'll have multiple commissions invited.
boards. Yes.
All the land use boards will be there.
Who's he?
Right.
Brett Elliott,
Right.
executive director.
Yeah. That week.
Um,
Make a motion to adjourn. I second it.
All right, have a
This is
second.
the biggest meeting we might have had.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
All right, Nancy, we're out of here.